Okay, let's start it up. Fucking great. Propellers forward. Backwards. Alternators. Fuel pump on. Bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear. Magnetos. And start. Nice. Clear. Nice. It's always nice to have a nice quick start here. Radios and transponder.
Public airport information, November 2053 Zulu, weather observation, wind 310 at 6, gust 19er. Visibility 10, 4,700 scattered, temperature 07, dew point -03, altimeter 2990. Visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 32. IFR departures, advise ground control for taxi that your IFR, read back all runway hold short instructions, read back all runway assignments. Advise, Republic Town initial contact, you have information, November. Public airport information, November 2053 Zulu, weather observation, wind 310 at 6, gust 19er. Visibility 10, 4,700 scattered, temperature 07, dew point -03, altimeter 2990. Visual approaches in use, landing and departing runway 32. IFR departures, advise ground control for taxi that your IFR, read back all runway hold short instructions, read back all runway assignments. Advise, Republic Town initial contact, you have information, November. Public airport information, November 2053 Zulu, weather observation, wind 310 at 6, gust 19er. Visibility 10, 4,700 scattered.
November. When you're ready. For taxi and let's hit it.
120 on 60.
Southeast departure today.
Southeast.
Yes, sir. Southeast departure VFR.
We probably ground Seneca 40. No, fuck no.
Yep, make sure you got transmitting on. Okay, it's good. Sorry about that.
We probably ground Seneca 40702 with November. Parking Echo, request taxi, Southeast departure.
40702 Republic ground, runway 32, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 1, southeastbound on request.
Seneca 702.
Via Alpha, cross runway 1.
Runway 1, runway 32, 702.
Alpha, cross runway 1, runway 32. Clear on the right. We're gonna see the sunset, la la la. Clear on the right.
Clear on the left.
How's the brakes? Everything good? Feeling good? Excellent. Let's put this one on just like that. There you go, so they see that you have a shoulder harness.
We're going right, right?
I don't know, you tell me, look at your chart. 32141901. This is your airplane, right?
And Talon Flight 11 is starting engines here, should be ready about 60 seconds for taxi.
11, roger. Runway 32, we taxi out, you can taxi out left on runway 119 and right Golf 3, right Alpha.
Okay, 119 Golf 3 Alpha for runway 32 today, Talon number 11.
This.
Nice.
Nice.
Right. Crossing the runway. Clear on the right, clear on the left.
Clear right. Clear left. Crossing runway 1, runway 32 for departure. look cool. Look like you're flying the Embraer. Oops, that didn't work. Not too bad. Kinda cool, but dark. Clear on the right.
Clear.
And tunnel flight level, be ready upon reaching 32.
Turn right into the wind. Gusty winds, gusty to 18, 19. Where's the wind coming from?
210.
Yeah, look at the wind sock. See the wind sock way out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight ahead. And Talon is a jet coming your way, so try to squeeze it a little bit more towards the crest. And turn into the wind. Up, 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 up. Not too tight. Perfect. Now straighten up the nose wheel. You don't want to run it up with the nose wheel crooked. Straighten up the nose wheel. Power back up. And push it forward with the wheel straight. See how it's turning right? Straighten up the nose wheel. There you go. Perfect. Now you can go ahead and run it up.
Parking brake. Means you will reach propeller voltage. Total 1,500.
Forget your transponder. Airman information manual, transponder on altitude 1200 as you're taxiing out VFR.
Ground 49 Romeo for Alpha.
Romeo ground straight ahead into the Alpha ramp.
The Alpha 49 Romeo.
Runway checklist complete.
Okay. For takeoff.
Before takeoff, taxi. Seatbelts.
On the right.
Seatbelts, seat bags, flight controls feeling correct. Flap 0, being set for takeoff. All flaps off. Propellet off, count set, door and windows locked. Takeoff briefing, parking brake, release. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Republic ground clear to 125 Juliet Hotel. It's at Nassau Flyers, ready to taxi with November. Will be VFR departure to Manchester.
5 Juliet Hotel, public ground, runway 32, taxi southbound on runway 119, turn left Delta, and on request northeastbound.
Okay, runway 32, taxi south on 19er, then Delta for 5 Juliet Hotel.
Short final. That's not short final.
November ready taxi.
When I run me runway 32, taxi via Delta.
32 via Delta for 411.
Right. Responder.
Normal takeoff.
Checklist complete.
Alright, I will give him a call. Nobody else is on final. Ready to take off 32 Alpha, right turn out to the southeast.
Republic Tower, Seneca 40702 at Alpha runway 32, ready for takeoff to right turn to the southeast.
33 Delta, just taxi to Atlantic, cross runway 119 left Bravo, remain this frequency.
With you, cross 19 left Bravo, 33 Delta.
Seneca 702, make a right downwind departure, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 702.
Clear for takeoff, right turn out.
Responder out.
Tower 13 midfield, right down 1432, touch and go. Cessna 138, number 2, traffic is a Grumman Cougar, mile funnel.
Airspeed alive.
Relocating number 2 for the field, 138.
Right turn out southeast. Oh, keep the turn in there. I want to see that sunset. Keep the turn, keep the turn, keep the turn. Keep climbing, keep turning. More, 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 more. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
3 Golf Alpha, you want to win it?
That's sunset. Nice,
Okay,
beautiful.
you can't make Alpha 4. You can roll down to Bravo, make the left at Bravo, taxi this frequency.
Okay, we'll go to Bravo, make the left on Bravo and taxi with you. Thank you, sir.
How much are you on the climb?
Let's go up to 45, 4,500. Alright, so I guess we gotta do a climb checklist, right?
Tower 38433, National Cemetery.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Cessna 433, runway 32.
Climb checklist, 120 miles an hour, throttle's 25, props 25. Mixture is required, fuel pumps off, cowl flaps closed, instrument check, taxi, landing light off, and flight plan open.
Touch and go, runway 32.
And 433, okay, I got your transponder now, thank you.
And Republic Tower Series 125, Juliet Hotel, Delta holding short 32, ready and frequency.
Ferris 125, Juliet Hotel, Republic Tower, Roger, hold short traffic.
Hold short traffic, Juliet Hotel.
Yeah, there you go. See if you like this checklist better. Maybe you should use it.
The fuel pressure on the right side continues.
It's okay, it's just fluctuating. It's never been up before. So.
Republic Tower Skyhawk 1868 Bravo, 5 miles from Alfred, inbound.
Let's get up to, let's do 3,500 and then do a cruise checklist. A lot of Kennedy traffic here, so I want to stay below 4. Inches on the climb. 25 inches of manifold pressure at 2,500 RPM. You get to 35, pitch down, accelerate, retrim, and then you can power back. And a good power setting is 20 inches of manifold pressure and 2,400 RPM for cruise.
RPM?
Yeah, 2,400 RPM and 20 inches of manifold pressure. Beautiful. All right, we're going to review some of the maneuvers from lesson 1 that we did last time. So first maneuver I want to see is steep turns. 3,500 feet, track the shoreline, about 2-3 miles off the shoreline, westbound, eastbound, your discretion. And we'll do a steep turn. Before we do a steep turn, we have to do a pre-maneuver check. You remember the pre-maneuver checklist?
Pre-maneuver is shallow turns, 90 degrees.
Yep, definitely clearing turns. What about your lights?
All lights on.
All the lights coming on. What about your fuel pumps?
Citation 1, Mike Golf 3000.
Fuel pumps are on for the pre-maneuver. What about props?
Nah, flaps not needed.
High RPM.
Huh? Flaps?
The props. The propellers?
Propeller, yeah.
How's your headphones? Can you hear okay? How about now? You hear it better?
You turn it off now.
Oh, turn it off. How about now? Hear it better? Okay, cool. You have a volume here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear better?
Yeah, loud and
okay, good.
My Golf is going to maintain 2,000.
2001, Mike
Stay a
Golf.
little bit more off the coast.
More?
Yeah, about 3-4 miles. You got ice-slip traffic over there. See those traffic here?
Yeah.
With a twin, you can stay. You don't have to be within gliding distance because you got 2 engines, so you can stay, relatively far offshore.
Approach 1, Mike Golf Airport site.
My Golf or next official approach to my 32 is maintain 2,000 for last seven tower.
Look for the visual 32 at or above 2001, Mike Golf.
You can sink them better, so they're more in sync. You can lock the gust lock here, the friction lock, and it's got to be much smoother for your steep turn. You're looking for 120 miles an hour.
118.8.
Steep turn to the left, followed by steep turn to the right. When you're ready, no rush. Steep turn to the left, followed by 360 to the right.
Just getting back to that.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Nick?
Roger, just going to maintain
I think the left was better.
Left was better, for sure. Left was beautiful, other than the rollout. On the rollout, you gained a little bit of altitude. So in your rollout, anticipate increase of lift because of the back angle decreasing. So apply forward pressure on the yoke and throttle back as necessary to maintain your speed and to maintain your altitude. What about the right one?
The right one was a little off.
Yeah, quite a bit off. I think it's better than the first lesson, though. So you're getting into the groove here, my friend.
Going direct to Alpha.
How about minimal controllable airspeed, low flight in a dirty configuration?
Clear visual 32, 2005, 501
How much flat do you want?
What?
The flat. How much flat?
Dirty configuration is full flaps, 40 degrees, yeah. Remember how to do the maneuver?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Control Victor, contact Republic Tower 118.8, good night.
Yeah, good night, 501 Charlie Victor.
What's your target airspeed?
70.
About 70 miles an hour is good. A little bit low. You may have to get the power up there to get back to 3,500.
2000, exit 1026.
Pretty slow, isn't it? Let's make a clearing turn to the right, nice and shallow, back westbound. Watch your altitude, still losing altitude there.
Approach, hello Jordanian 261 Heavy, 12,000.
Jordanian 261 Heavy, New York, approach, expect back.
Watch your altitude, watch your speed.
Roger, Tutula, the Jordanian.
Remember what's the parameters? Minus 0, plus 5, right? Keep turning west.
Say the which port? Jordanian 261 Heavy, say again.
We understood that ILS 22 left.
Affirmative, and ATIS is Echo.
We have Echo. Jordanian 264.
Where's your PTS?
It's on the back.
At the 726, it is seated 210.
P210, exit 726.
Alright, let's climb up to 4,000. Slow flight. Heading westbound. Just hold westbound heading.
Going westbound.
Yep.
Climb to
4,000.
Heading 090.
Heading 090, exit 1026.
Jordanian 261 Heavy, it's going to maintain 5,000.
It's going to maintain 5,000, Jordanian 261.
Maintain specified altitude plus or minus 50 feet. And heading plus or minus 10 degrees. Airspeed plus 5 minus 0. Okay? And a specified angle plus or minus 5 degrees.
So you okay?
Yep, let's go ahead and recover the cruise.
It's 726, come back left heading 040.
Excuse me.
And it's 726, you see the Gulfstream 12 o'clock, 6 miles, turning inbound at 1.6.
Same way. landing me at Texas 1046.
Jordanian 261 Heavy, turn right heading 260.
Right heading 260, Jordanian 261.
What about the gear?
Coming up.
You gotta go full power, flaps 25.
Speed 160,
Then gear up. Then flaps 10, then flaps 0. Okay, that's the sequence. Full power, flaps 25, just like a go-around. Full power, flaps 25. Landing gear up, flaps 10, flaps 0.
Build inside Texas 1046.